I know he was very controversial. I saw him making the goal with his hands. So this is la mano de Dios.
Só deu um soquinho na bola.
Hello, teacher. La mano de Dios live. Hello. I am saying that I am very sad today because Maradona died. I liked him.
Hello.
Hi, Pedro. Hi. So, guys, today we are going to page 129, and our last grammar topic is the easiest because it's just a review of countables and uncountables. So to start, here I have nouns and quantity expressions. So I use with countable nouns, none. For example, I tell you, how many eggs? I have none. And when I use the word none, it means nothing, zero. I don't use the word eggs after that. Okay? Not any, I say, I don't have any. I have few eggs. If I say few eggs, I'm using a negative connotation. So few, not enough. If I say I have a few eggs, it's not much, but it's enough. Several, many, 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 many. Some eggs, some, not many, some. Many is the same as several, a lot, and loads and plenty are the same, okay? Uncountables. I also can use uncountables with none. How much milk do you have? None. I don't have any. I have little. If I say little without a, not enough. If I say a little, it's not much, but it's enough. Some, and then much, a lot, loads, and plenty. I can also use not enough for both countables and uncountables, like I don't have enough money, I don't have enough dollars. Or I have too much money, I have too many dollars. Too much countable, too many uncountable. Too much uncountable, too many countable. And here, using these expressions, complete with there is and there are, please. Several cushions, I say?
There are.
There are. Very few clues, pistas. There is or there are?
There are.
There is or there are? There are. Hardly any personal objects.
There is.
Objects is in the plural, so there are. Plenty of evidence.
There is.
There is. Furniture.
There is.
There isn't. Yes, you see here. There isn't, or there isn't really enough furniture. Okay? Now, if I say here, my father speaks a little English, my father speaks little English, a few people can understand him, few people can understand him. Now, match the continuations for me, please. So guys, my father speaks a little English. What's the best continuation? One, so he probably won't understand you, or so he will probably understand you?
He will probably understand you.
Yes, so when I say a little, it's a positive connotation. So it's a little, it's not much. So he can understand. My father speaks little English. So he probably won't understand you because it's not enough. A few people can understand him. A few people. He finds encouraging or discouraging?
Encouraging.
Encouraging, because it's a few is a positive idea. Few people can understand him. Discouraging. Okay? Now, try to complete this sentence in a way they are true for you. I try to find a little time each day for exercising a little more. There are a few people I know who I consider my real friends. If I met the president of the USA, I would ask him a few questions about not accepting that he lost. This year, I've had very little time outside the computer. I have very little patience with people who I don't know. People who don't pay attention to my classes. So,
Hello, teacher.
now you go. Now you complete. I'll give you 5 minutes, and then you are going to read your sentences for me, okay? João, you enter now?
What's the
João,
page?
129, exercise 3, complete with your ideas. João, I am going to print here. Exercise 1 is very easy. There are. It's are. There are for all of them, and there is for these ones. I'm going to print.
Okay.
And exercise 3, you complete with your ideas. If you have any doubts, you
I
ask.
have to use few or a little.
No, because the quantifiers are here. You see, a little time, a few people, a few questions, very little patience. So it's really anything. Yes, guys? Can anybody read the sentences? Can anybody start?
I can.
Okay, go.
I try to find a little time each day for rest. There are few people I know who died from COVID. If I met the president of the USA, I'd ask him a few questions about his experience. This year, I've had very little pleasure on studying. I have very little patience with people who support Flamengo.
People who support, because it's plural, okay? And for resting, to rest, for resting, okay? Pedro, can you go?
Ainda falta 3 ainda.
Ah, come on, invent now.
I don't know.
Ah, come on, it's so easy. And you, Fabio, can you do it?
Yes.
So
I
let's
try to
go.
find a little time each day for study a little more. There are a few people I know who are famous. If I met the president of the USA, I'd ask him a few questions about the immigration. This year I've had a very little time to study. I've had very little patience with people who are lazy.
You are lazy, very good. Vinicius.
Teacher, I don't understand the letter B.
There are a few people I know who... São poucas pessoas que eu conheço que... Who
Okay.
I really trust, who got contaminated with COVID, who live in São Paulo,
Okay.
who voted for who? I don't know. Somebody. Chiarelli. Can you
Okay.
try?
I try to find a little time each day to play video games. There are a few people I know who want a professional player of soccer. If I met the president of the USA, I'd ask him a few questions about your favorite sports. This year,
His favorite.
okay. This year, I've had very little watch the classes. I have I have very little patience with people who tell lie.
Tell lies. Oh, this year I've had very little attention to my online classes. Okay? I had very little attention and asked the president about his favorite sport. Can you repeat letter B?
There are a few people I know who want a professional player.
Who want to be a professional player, a professional soccer player. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Pedro, can you try now?
I try to find a little time each day for do exercises.
Doing
There
exercise.
there are few people I know who lives in another state.
Who
If
live?
I
Who live?
live. If I met the president of the USA, I'd ask him a few questions about the environment. This year I've had little time at school, and I have very little patience with people who want to be right all the time.
Who want People who want, because it's plural. João, can you try?
Okay. I try to find a little time each day for sleep. There
For
are few
sleeping?
people I know. Sleeping, calma. Sleeping. There are few people I know who play soccer very well. If I met the president of the USA, I'd ask him a few questions about, don't know, qualquer coisa, economy. This
About
year,
the economy?
I've had very little. I've had very little at the residential school. I don't know.
I had
I
very
have
little time. Very little time at
time.
school.
This is the time. Uh, I have very little patience with people who is annoying.
People who are, because it's plural.
Right.
Very good. Now, am I sharing? Yes. Now, let's go to number 4. Nearly enough nightlife. There isn't or there aren't? Nightlife.
There isn't.
There
There
is.
isn't.
Loads of traffic.
There are.
Traffic, uncountable, there's. I can say loads of, but I say traffic. Few tourists.
There are.
There are. Very few tourists, I mean. No underground system.
There is.
There's no. It's the same as there isn't. Plenty of job opportunities for young people.
There are.
There are. Plenty of space to park in the city.
Now is there is.
There is. Let's talk about Ribeirão Preto. Pretend there is no pandemic. There isn't nearly enough nightlife. Do you think it's true or false about Ribeirão?
False. I think that's okay.
False. I think there is a lot of nightlife. If people want to go there, there is. There's loads of traffic. Do you think it's true or false?
Loads of traffic.
A lot, traffic jam, a lot of cars on the streets.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, if we compare to São Paulo, there's nothing. Sometimes Friday nights here, 6 o'clock, rush hour. It's okay. There are very few tourists. What do you think?
True.
I think that on weekends there are many tourists, but the tourists are for Sertãozinho,
Yes, it's like
Dumont.
tourists from Cravinhos, this type of thing.
Yes, because if you go to the
Shopping a
mall,
lot.
if you go to the mall, if you take a look at the cars are not from Ribeirão. Most cars are from outside other cities, and the mall is crowded. My husband's family is from São Sebastião do Paraíso. It's in Minas. It's an hour and a half from here. And people from there are always in Ribeirão Shopping Mall. Always. So I think there are many tourists. I don't know now during the pandemic, but there's no underground system.
True.
True. There are plenty of job opportunities for young people. What do you think? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think in this case, Ribeirão is not very good. Unfortunately. There is plenty of space to park in the city.
Yes.
Yeah, in the south area, I think so. Do you live in Bonfim?
Yes, near.
Near Bonfim. No, because I think that in Bonfim, downtown, there is never a good parking space. I don't know why people have to do many things by car. Maybe because of the condominiums, I don't know. Guys, let's go to grammar extra, the last grammar extra. We should open a bottle of champagne today. What do you think?
Você paga?
If you pay, yeah.
Next week, we are going, to finish, maybe we finish today. And then next week, we review. And then test and vacation. Guys, do exercise number 1. I'll give you some time and you choose the correct alternative, okay? Finished? My hometown is small, but there a lot of
There is.
people. People is plural. There are a lot of people because people is considered plural, okay? Sometimes there is so noise, so much noise. You'd think it was daytime. If you want to go out, there are really good nightclubs.
A few.
There are a few. And bars.
Too much.
Plenty of bars. It means a lot of bars. But the bars close early. So you often have very
Little.
time to finish your drink. And now, parará, my friends.
Some of.
Some of my friends and I go bowling, but of us are any good? But
Hardly any.
hardly any. Hardly any of us are any good. It might sound like we have
A lot of.
a lot of fun. But we do. It might not sound like we have a lot of fun, but we do. It's my home and I love it. Now, guys, here, this is personal. So I can say, for me, Marceli, a few of my friends live in small towns. Most of the people I know go to work by car. None of the stores near my home are open on Sunday. Some of the houses in my street have big backyards. Several of my neighbors have pets. Hardly any of the buildings in my area are old. None of the people I work with smoke. And all of these exercises are easy. So you are going to complete more information here about you. All of, most of, several of, not many of, not very many of, a few of, hardly any of, and none of.
Teacher, calma aí, eu não entendi muito bem o que é para fazer.
Oh, my friends live in small towns. Who? How many? All of my friends. Most of my friends. Several of my friends. Not many of my friends. A few of my friends. Hardly any of my friends, or none of my friends live in small towns. About you,
Tá,
your
aí eu
friends.
tá, entendi.
Okay? Your friends.
Ok, thanks.
Okay. Fábio, can you do letter A?
A few of my friends live in a small town.
Letter B, Matheus.
Most of the people I know go to work by car.
Letter C, Pedro.
A few of the stores near my home are open on Sunday.
There are stores near your home open on Sunday?
Ah, tem o
Food
quitanda
stores,
ali.
yes? Yes, only food stores.
Teus barzinhos fica aberto. Açaí.
Vinícius, letter D.
Most of the houses in my street have a big backyard.
Big backyards. João, letter
Backyard.
E.
Most of my neighbors have pets.
Fábio, letter F.
None of the buildings in my area are old.
Pedro, letter G.
None of the people I work with smoke.
Yes. And Mateus, the last one.
Most of these exercises are easy.
Okay, very good. Let's go now to page 130. Here I have, guys, do you sleep more than, did you sleep more than 8 hours last night? Did anybody? Fábio, did you sleep more than 8 hours?
Negativo.
No. Pedro,
Provavelmente
you?
não também.
No. Mateus.
Yes, I think so. Like 8 hours.
Uhul! Very good. And you, Vinícius?
Yes.
Okay. And you,
10
João?
hours.
No.
No. People who said no are the guys who play video games at night or stay in the cell phone, yes? Did you sleep with your
As
drapes?
pessoas que falaram não, tá no cursinho até 10 horas da noite.
Oh, poor you. Did you sleep with the drapes or your blinds open? The curtains, were the curtains open?
Sometimes.
Open or closed?
Closed.
Closed? And you?
Closed.
Closed, Vinícius?
Open.
João?
The best thing is the sun awaken you.
Okay, I like to sleep with the curtains open too. And you, Vinícius, João and Pedro?
Close.
Closed.
Depende. Se eu estiver dormindo no meu quarto é fechado. Se eu estiver dormindo tipo aqui na sala, no sofá, é aberto.
Did you wake up naturally or with an alarm clock?
Alarm clock.
Alarm clock.
Alarm clock. Does
Alarm
anybody
clock.
here wake up naturally?
Just on weekends.
In the
Just
in
weekends
the
that
the pandemic, I como fala? I woke up with naturally.
naturally, wow.
Yes.
Today I woke up naturally, but my alarm clock didn't go off. So if I hadn't woken up naturally, I would oversleep and my classes start at 7 o'clock. I was, can you remember your dreams? Did you dream last night?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't
Sometimes.
Last night, do you remember your dreams?
know.
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes. What did you dream?
E que eu tava lá em Olímpia. Aí, nossa, não, mostra estranho. Aí tinha, tipo, alguma coisa me perseguindo. Aí eu desci os toboáguas. E o bagulho continuava me perseguindo. Aí, tipo, eu entrei em um lugar. Aí era totalmente diferente. Eu não faço ideia. Só
Uau, em
foi que eu disse.
Olímpia!
É,
It was kind of a nightmare. Did anybody else remember the dream?
Only a bit of it.
Only a bit.
What's the dream?
Rogério Ceni was my Uber.
How nice! Do you cheer for São Paulo, Matheus?
Yes, and he was my Uber.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Did you cook something for breakfast, guys?
No.
Nothing?
Tapioca.
Did you or your mom? Or your
No.
dad?
Ai.
Wow, very good. Did you spend more than 20 minutes eating breakfast?
Yes.
Yes? How
Yes.
nice.
No.
No.
It não, é 20,
João Vitor
10
Neves.
fazendo e 10 comendo.
Guys, here I have some words related to American or English breakfast. Bacon, bread rolls. Bread rolls are pãezinhos. Bread is in general, but if I want to say pãezinhos, I can say bread rolls. Cereal, cheese, coffee, cold meat or cold cut. Cold meat could be any kind of meat, but cold cut, like that. Cold cut. Frios, okay? So mozzarella, cheese, ham, eggs, green tea, ham, grilled fish, jelly, miso soup. Miso soup is misoshiro, a Japanese soup. Orange juice, omelette, pancakes, pickled vegetables, rice, seaweed, alga marinha, tea, and toast. Any words here that you don't know?
Mm-mm.
Is there anything here that you and your family usually have for breakfast?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Bread rolls.
Bread rolls. Bread rolls. Is there anything you would find difficult to eat for breakfast? Like miso soup?
No, it would be nice to eat miso soup at
For
breakfast.
breakfast?
Yes.
Rice for
Wow.
breakfast, não dá não.
Rice. For me, it would be rice, miso soup, grilled fish, seaweed,
Grilled
pickled
fish
vegetables.
would be nice too.
You were a
É verdade.
Shrek, Matheus.
Tudo aí dava pra comer, viu? Gostoso, viu?
Então, tudo,
I know.
tudo dá pra comer, só depende do ponto de vista.
Pizza gelada.
For me, yes, some people love cold pizza. So, guys,
Cachorro quente que soltou de noite.
God, Fabio, you are another ogre.
O cachorro quente eu faço, eu pego salsicha e mando.
After 12 kilos of meat, Fabio, I expect anything from you.
Mas não era só eu, não. Tinha mais gente.
You and another friend. So, the food and drink in exercise 2 are some breakfast items from the USA, Germany, and Japan. So you know seaweed and miso soup, where they are from, yes. Which items do you think belong to a typical breakfast from each country? I said that Michiko, it's miso soup and seaweed, I don't know. From Nicola from Germany, what do you think?
Ham.
Ham, probably. Ham. And Lisanne from the USA.
Bacon. And
Bacon
cheese.
omelette. Guys, I'm going to play and you are going to tell me what food do they eat, okay?
Track 2.46.
Lizanne, you're from the USA. What do you have for breakfast?
Eggs, bacon, pancakes, and some toast on the side.
And what to drink?
Usually we start with orange juice and have a lot of coffee.
And your eggs, how do you like to have them done?
Sunny side up.
What does that mean?
That means that the yolk is facing upward. It hasn't been turned over.
Thank you.
Oops, I have to play.
Track 2.47.
Nicola, you're from Germany. Tell me about breakfast. What do you have for breakfast?
Well, in Germany it's different. Some people like jelly or cereals, but the typical breakfast is, of course, with cold meat like salami, bacon or ham, and cheese. And we always have hot bread rolls and coffee, but I don't like coffee very much. And of course, boiled eggs. They are very important in Germany and very typical, with salt or pepper.
You don't drink coffee for breakfast. What do you like?
I like to drink tea.
And the last one.
Track 2.48.
Michiko, what do you have for breakfast? What do you have to drink for breakfast?
We drink green tea for breakfast.
Okay, and what do you eat?
We eat rice, miso soup, pickled vegetables, grilled fish like salmon, and a Japanese omelette and seaweed.
What do you have in the Japanese omelet? What does that...
A Japanese omelette is sweet and is different from the Western omelette.
And miso soup? What is in that?
Miso soup is a salty soup which often has seaweed, vegetables, and tofu.
So, USA. Let's put USA number 1. Bacon.
Bacon.
Ai, meu celular tá gravando aqui. Bacon. Bacon. What else?
Eggs.
Eggs. What else? Pancakes. Coffee. Somebody said coffee.
And
One more.
Orange juice.
Toast.
2 more. Orange juice and
Toast.
toast. German.
Cereal. Ham.
Bacon.
Cheese.
Cold meat.
Cereal. I'm going to cereal, cheese, cold meat.
Tea.
Ham.
She also said bacon. She said what? Sorry? Tea.
Ham.
She said tea. She didn't say green tea, just tea. Ham.
Jelly.
Jelly. And she also said bread rolls. Yes? And Japan?
Pickled vegetables.
Rice. Green tea.
Vegetables, rice, green tea, seaweed, miso soup, and grilled fish. Guys,
Omelete também.
one girl said she likes the sunny, her egg with the sunny side up. Sunny side up. Yes? Sunny side up is the yolk. Facing up. Yolk, gema. The egg is made of the yolk and the white. Okay? Yes? So, next class we finish 12 and start the review. Okay, guys? Thank you very much.
Okay, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.